How old are you?
35.
36.
I just turned 35 actually.
That's her birthday today.
How long have you been together?
Since I'm 16, so
20 years.
yeah.
20 years?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah.
How do you even keep a relationship together for that long?
I mean,
Consistency, and we got to make it happen for us and also for our family.
communication. We have 3 kids
You
together.
have 3 children?
Yeah.
Yes.
And be married for like 13 years.
Wait, so you're married too?
Yeah.
13 years married.
Sir.
Did you guys meet in America?
Nine
No,
friends.
we made and friends.
But why do you think so many couples struggle to make it work?
Go ahead.
They quit too easily, I guess. Like they
They don't like to fight.
yeah.
It's
And
I mean, we got one thing we say: love is bigger than anything, and also you got to, let's say, love is like kind of faith for us.
it's not easy, but you have to work for it. You know,
Yeah.
it's not easy. You know, you have to communicate it a lot.
Yeah.
So what was the hardest challenge that you faced in the last 20 years of being together?
Whew, a lot of challenges.
The distance too.
Long distance.
Long
kids.
distance, because we have to deal for
2 years.
2 years. I've been in the US and she was back in France, and without my daughter and her, so that was a challenge.
And there was no infidelity or
Not for my
anything that
side.
you faced?
Not for me. No.
Same, man. Same.
I don't. Why?
It's not necessary. It's not important.
I've been watching this girl on Instagram pick the wrong men for like 4 years now. Like at this point, it's not even sad. It's like a full-blown TV series. Like every season she introduces a new guy, and every season he's worse than the last. It's like The Bachelor, but instead of roses, she's just handing out red flags over there. I don't know. And I swear the story never changes. Like he starts off posting couple pics, then slowly disappears from the feed. Then boom, there's subtweets about loyalty that start popping up on her story. Like, rinse and repeat. By year 2, I thought she'd learn. By year 3, I realized that she won't. And by year 4, I'm invested. Like I care about this now. It's like, forget Netflix. Her love life is the best subscription I've got. Right. And the funniest part is she always says, this time it's different. No, it's not. It's not. If he's got the same haircut as the last 3, you already know the ending. So yeah, I've been watching her pick the wrong men for 4 years. And at this point, I don't even want her to get it right. Like I need another season.
I'm shaking. I just got home from a date. We were going to an event and dinner. We did not make it to dinner. He just dropped me off at home. I'm back home. I've been gone for an hour and 15 minutes. I'm back home. And I have a friend coming to pick me up right now. I just asked him to take me home. You know the amount of times I have wanted to do that while on a date and I didn't, and I just sat there and grinned and bared it. A guy does something or says something or is something that I just don't jive with, and I stick around because it's the polite thing to do. Finally just said, look, I have to be really honest. You just did this thing that is really not my vibe and it's turning me off, and I don't think I can make it to dinner with you. To his credit, he took it really, really well, and he said, okay, I actually completely understand. Thank you for telling me, and let's go ahead and get you home. He also asked me out on another date. What? No.
I love the part where she told us what he did. I guess I don't understand like the posting of this video in order to gain sympathy, yet this man did exactly what she asked, and he was very respectful. He got her home safe. Yet she acts like she just had an encounter with a bear. I don't think it's okay to make a video like this and to basically shame that man. And yes, she doesn't use his name or anything like that, but some people can connect the dots with social media. It can happen very quickly. And even if he just sees this, he's going to feel confused by one, because he did the respectable thing. And yeah, he asked for a second date. I don't think that's out of line if he didn't do anything like crazy, outrageous, disrespectful. It sounds like it was just a very specific, particular thing that she didn't like. But if she left it as just a self-reflection and saying that she was proud of herself for being able to end a date that she wasn't comfortable with because she wasn't interested in him anymore, and she typically has a hard time doing that, yeah, that's awesome. That's a great message. Love that. But you don't need to shame the man.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you love coming to Costco with your wife?
0.
If
On a
you
scale of 1 to
believe
10, how much do you love coming to Costco with your wife? 0.
that men are the
Scale of 1 to
same,
10, how
we
much do you
are
love
the
coming to
same.
Costco with your wife? Can I say negative? So what's the
Except
number?
that one.
0.
He's different than us.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you love coming to Costco with your wife?
This guy is laughing.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you love coming to Costco with your wife? My wife? 0.
You sure? My wife?
On a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you like coming to Costco with your wife? 0.
Wow, he has
On a
experience.
scale of 1 to 10, how much do you love coming to Costco with your wife? How about 0? Sir, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you love coming to Costco with your wife? How about 0? On a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you love coming
Sorry.
to Costco with your wife?
We are the same.
Can I finish? See, that's the problem. When I'm talking, you talk over me. Do you want to talk? Talk. If not, when I'm talking, let me finish talking. I'll let you finish talking. You're reading the chat. Read the chat. Let me finish answering the question. If not, you answer it. Because I got 1 second before I don't want to answer it. Matter of fact, I'm not going to answer it. See how fast that takes when your attention span goes crazy? I was going to explain it to the chat, but I'll explain it to the chat later because this is my chat. And I'll talk to the chat every day because I with my chat. Now, you got your chat too. So you can pull your chat up and talk to your chat. But don't ever think you run my chat. My chat runs me. It's all about the chat. When I say it's all about the chat, this isn't some kumbaya like this is everybody's chat. Everybody got their own chat. This is not your chat. That's what I'm saying. I'll tell my chat tomorrow when I wake up by myself what happened. Get it? That's how strong the chat is. That's why I with the chat. The chat will never let me down. So if you thought this was our chat and they were going to just be OW Sheila for life, it don't work like that. This is my chat. You can cry all you want. But crying is cool because you start to realize that it's not always about you. You get what I'm saying? It's not about me. It's about the chat.
They were just asking, like, why are you being so mean to me?
He shouldn't be broke and sitting around all day.
Okay, I drive Uber.
He should be goal oriented.
I drive Uber 12 hours a day.
Down and figure something else that you could do. You could become a courier or something like that.
What if he likes driving Uber? He likes
right, but you could split that up though. You like driving for Uber, but there's other things that you could also do in between that time, like if you don't have rides and like that. So like there's other things that you could do.
I can sustain my level of life with the job that I'm doing, the regular.
Then if you're someone that's content with doing something so small, then you wouldn't be the right person for me.
So you're saying a 9-to-5 job is something small?
No, because I have a 9 to 5.
Don't worry about it. Something so small, like having a consistent paying job, like me being able to pay the rent on the first. Something so small. I love how she just minimalizes a man being financially stable. I understand that I'm not lit and I don't have a 10,000 square foot house. But you know, this 3-bedroom house on the south side, I can handle that shit. And I apologize if I'm not the man for you because my consistent paying job is so small. Thank you, man. I pray you find what you're looking for.
So small, it's about you being content with that. You being content with just doing that. I work a 9 to 5 as well. I'm a quality engineer. I'm not content with that. I'm also a model. I'm also an actor. I'm also a recording artist. I do multiple things.
None of that. Why are we minimalizing that actually make us some money right now? The job is what pays the bill. So shouldn't we have a little more respect for the job? I mean, I'm sorry. My father worked for 25 years in the military and worked 20 years after that, and I never would call his accomplishment small. If we was broke, we didn't know it. Every Christmas I had under the tree. I wouldn't call that small. I would call that stable. I would call that, taking care and raising a family. I'm sorry that jobs are small now.
I'm looking for new people to come on my podcast, the Ugly Buddy Podcast. Imagine if millions of people heard your story, knew about your business, your music, your film, whatever you got going on. All you got to do is DM the word interview to this page right here. It's not free, but it's so affordable that you're not going to want to miss it. Let the world know what you got going on. Let the world hear about you. I need you on the Ugly Buddy Podcast. DM me now.
You know, just going back to that Ray J clip, she's embarrassed. She's embarrassed. But, you know, this is what modern women be doing. They be going off, they be doing their own thing, and they be trying to hijack your stuff. And a lot of times men will allow it because they don't want to be rude. Y'all talk about men be jumping all down y'all throats, and they be taking the chances to you know, just be mean and rude to y'all and all that other type of stuff. That's not true. Y'all be doing a lot, and y'all be pushing men, and men be like, hey, stop doing that. Okay, hey, all right, I get it. Y'all do that stuff with your girlfriends to where y'all be hijacking your girlfriend's stuff. But you don't do that to, see, modern women don't respect men. They don't respect what a man got going on. Instead of tiptoeing in there and, you know, hey, can I do that? It's okay. So how do you run your chat? And sit back and, you know, kind of watching. They be getting in, hijacking stuff. And if they don't like it, they'll just sit there and just let it happen. And then after the woman leave, then they'll talk about her behind her back. But men, they learn you got to turn to them and say, hey man, no, don't do that. No, you know, and a lot of times men will come in and see how you do it. They might not agree with it, but that's how he runs his stuff. I mean, I don't like it, but that's how he runs his stuff. Now, I don't want to disrespect him, but y'all don't care because you're a woman and you do whatever you want. So you come in there knowing he don't run his stuff like that, and you hijack it anyway. And you think he could be okay with it. And so when he snap on you like that, you should have learned. Stop doing that.
Have you ever noticed how the same woman who called you amazing when things were good, all of a sudden when things are bad, she's calling you toxic or narcissistic? That's the thing that most men miss. After my 10 years of marriage, fellas, and attending marriage counseling out of those, 8 out of the 10, I learned that when someone paints you as horrible in their mind, it's rarely ever about who you actually are. I want you to sit on that. It's about what they need to believe in their mind so they can live with their decision. And here's the psychology behind all of it. The first thing is cognitive dissonance. Right now, she knows deep down you had value, presence, and authority. But leaving someone like that creates that internal conflict, right? If he was such a solid man, why did I walk away? That's what's going through her mind. So to quit that conflict, she has to exaggerate your flaws and minimize your strengths, guys. That's how she rewrites the story in her mind to make herself the hero, not the one who fumbled. Number 2, ego protection. Accepting that she might have self-sabotaged something good would crush her pride. So instead of taking accountability, she creates a narrative where she's escaping toxicity. That lets her feel strong instead of ashamed, right? Number 3, control of the story. By labeling you the one or psycho or narcissistic, she flips the dynamics. She becomes the victim and you become the villain. And I know this is played out very well when divorce happens. You'll have friends that you shared mutually, and then all of a sudden when the divorce is over or occurs, all of those friends that you created now side with the female. See, that framing helps her to feel justified, even if she knows deep down that, those narratives are not accurate. Number 4, emotional avoidance. See, convincing herself you were the problem saves her from facing her own instability and manipulation or immaturity. It's easier to demonize you than to heal herself. So she's not trying to convince you that you're horrible. She's trying to convince herself. Think about it. Because if she admits the truth that she broke something real, she would have to face the guilt and loss and regret. And right now, she doesn't have the maturity or the stability to handle that. See, the best move that you can make, fellas, is to continue to get into the gym, continue to strive and focus on your purpose, and just leave that person alone to heal. Nothing exposes a false narrative faster than watching the villain, the quote-unquote villain, thrive in peace and purpose.
No, till you start helping me around the house. I have decided that I am not going to have sex with my husband until he starts picking up more work around the house. Yes, I'm a stay-at-home mom, but it's a job. It's 100% a job, and I need help with certain things. Like yesterday, he was out doing wood all day long, and he could have been inside helping me with the house. But no. So now I have all this laundry to do. I have all these things. And I think that he should get off work. He just worked a 12-hour shift. I think he should get off work and he should help me with some of the priorities in the house. I'm going to hold out until he does those things. So if he doesn't do them, then he doesn't get anything.
The man is probably already tired of your excuses. Because if this is her mindset where her man is out there working 12-hour days and then she expects the world of him even when he comes back home and he's probably exhausted, instead of understanding that or even having multiple conversations about it and finding understanding in that, she decides to give some sort of ultimatum where she is threatening the one thing that's probably causing him to still hang in there. Whereas if they had that conversation, she would probably find out how exhausting his job is. And most importantly, she would come to the realization, hopefully, that she just needs to shift her priorities and maybe improve her time management skills. But if she doesn't come to that conclusion, we all know where this is headed. And honestly, her husband is better off.
Can I help you?
Hi, how are you? Oh, no, thanks. I'm just charging my car.
I see that, but this is my house and it's my charger that you're using.
I know. It'll be like 20 minutes.
No, it's about to be 2 seconds because I'm going to pull this charger up out your car.
Yeah, but that's really not, you can't just pull up to someone's driveway and use their charger. You didn't even ask for permission. I mean, maybe if you knocked on my door and asked me, I would have potentially let you, but you just pulled in my driveway. My wife's about to be home any minute now. You're in her spot.
Okay, well, I'm pregnant. My car's about to die. So I had no choice, and I saw that there was an empty charger. Are you recording me right now?
Girl, don't nobody give a F. Just call the police on her ass. And then she got the nerves to have a tube.
Is that why your phone's up like that?
I am recording you because you're on my property, and I'm sorry that your car is about to, but you know there are superchargers that you're supposed to, Tesla will tell you when your car's about to. I mean,
okay, so you have to stop recording me and stop recording my plates. My husband is an attorney, so you're not going to put this video anywhere, so I'm not sure what you're doing with your phone.
Well, baby, you need to call him, because your is about to go to jail for trespassing. The nerves of people.
how, I mean, do you normally do this? Do you normally pull up to people's houses and use their chargers?
Normally my car is in. I had to go to the doctor. My car was dying on the way home. I'll be done in like 20 minutes. It's really not that big of a deal.
Couldn't be me. I would not be going back and forth with her ass. You either gonna leave on your own or I'm gonna help you leave. End of discussion.
Unpopular opinion. A lot of women put their faith and trust inside of everybody around them except for their man who they should actually trust the most. You go to your best friend and you confide in her and you take her advice and her criticism without any kind of pushback and or negativity because you trust that she has your best interest at heart at all times. You go to a restaurant. You don't go to the back and try to tell the chef how to do his job because you trust that he's going to prepare your meal in the manner that it should be prepared. When you go to the nail salon and you go get your nails done, you've been painting nails since you was probably 7 years old, but you don't tell sis how to do her job because you trust that she knows what she's doing. When you go get your hair done at the hair salon, you don't try to tell your stylist what to do and how to do it. Even though you do your hair every day and you've had that same head of hair all of your life, you trust that they know what they're doing. When you go to work, you deal with your manager and you just trust that whatever they're doing, whether you like it or not, is for the good of the company. But when it comes to your man, you don't trust him.
Crazy.
All of a sudden, you now are the master of leadership and you know everything there is to know about leading. But that's whenever you should be trusting him to do his job and lead you. Stop acting like you know everything, baby, and trusting everybody but him. Give that man a little bit of credit and trust that he's going to lead you in the right direction.
You're talking to a wall. They won't listen to that. I've seen so many videos where people are like, well, how are you going to listen to your boss but not listen to your husband? And you know what they say? Well, they're getting paid. So money is more important.
Get out of my face.
This woman faced instant karma after starting a fight in a fit of road rage.
Let's go! Get out of the store! You want to run? Get out of the store there! Get out! Get out! I didn't touch your car. You were on my gun. Come and touch me because my man's right from here. Come and put your hands on me. I ain't driving crazy. Your was on my I went to another lane. Get out of my face.
As if it weren't already bad enough, she's about to get reprimanded by a man for her bizarre actions.
Unpopular opinion. A lot of women require a man to meet their financial needs, but they can't meet a man's needs, and his needs are actually free. He wants you to be loving, respectful, caring, kind, loyal, show some affection, actually initiate here and there, show him that you want him, know how to say I'm sorry, take some accountability, listen whenever he speaks. And you can't do any of these free things, but you expect for that man to provide your lifestyle. Take care of your friends whenever y'all all go out and about, because that seems to be a new thing going around. Make sure that you are taken care of. Your hair's done, your nails done, you got a new car, your rent paid, all your bills is handled. But you can't meet any of his needs, and his needs are actually free. Really? When I say that out loud, don't it sound silly?
Why do men cheat with a less attractive woman?
You have to be worried about the unattractive women, because those are the ones who want attention from a man who has a hot girl.
No, y'all still don't get it. Men cheat because they go to a woman that makes them feel respected, that makes them feel peaceful, and that makes them feel appreciated. It's not about looks. It's never been about looks. It's how that girl makes him feel.
They're not going to listen. They're going to continue to think what they want to think. Oh man, it's the ugly ones you gotta look out for. Maybe that ugly girl is nice to him, right? I mean, it could just be a fling. He could just get tired of listening to you, and he go over there and be messing around with her, be hanging out with her, and she gives him the space for peace. He don't got to really worry about a lot. She takes care of him. Maybe not in the way of having money, but just maybe in the way I come over here, and for a few hours I get to kind of decompress and chill and stuff like that. But with you, man, you fine, but there's a lot going on there. The older men, you might be able to get away with that when you're younger, but your beauty's going to wear off. And, sometimes that's literally what happens. You get older, and so all of your beauty kind of fades. But then there's sometimes it happens figuratively, where you still look beautiful, you look hot, and oh man, she's looking good. I mean, and you might even start to look even better. But your attitude and the way that you treat him has got him running out the door like, man, oh man, anybody be lucky to have this girl. Maybe not necessarily. You can have her if you want to, but she on my nerves, man. She on my last leg. She on my last nerve. I'm on my last leg with this woman, man.
Women are way more selfish than men. Men do things for others. Women do things for themselves. And if a woman tells you she's doing it for her children, always look at a woman's actions, not her words. Don't believe a woman's words. Believe her actions. Because you can see if she's doing it for her children. If a woman says she's doing it for her children, she's not. She has to actually be doing it, not saying it. A woman who actually believes in something won't have to say it to prove it. She can just do it. That's the beauty of being a woman, right? You get to pick and choose when you are actually serious. So that's really what I wanted to get at. I wanted to explain the perspective of how men selflessly built this world for selfish women. And we took this power of men doing everything for us, and now we're just like, double it. Because it's not like we're bored. We are bored, and we're creating more problems because we're bored. We've solved all of our problems.
I didn't cheat on you.
I know that you did.
How do you know this?
Because the girl you cheated with, I paid her $50 to hit on you.
Why would you pay a girl to talk to me?
Where they're liking all these girls' Instagram pictures, your workout buddies with all these different girls at your gym.
I'm a trainer. I have a fitness Instagram.
You went on a date with this girl.
It wasn't a date. But I'm telling you.
She told me you guys had sex.
I'm telling you we didn't.
So are you saying she's lying?
I'm saying she's lying.
Let's find out from her.
Okay.
All right.
Oh my God.
Paula, can you tell him what you told me?
So I pretty much told her that you took me to this really fancy restaurant, and afterwards we went back to my place and hooked up.
And that he came on to you in the car and you guys are kissing?
Yes.
Yeah, see?
Why would you sit here and lie?
I lied because...
So you weren't telling the truth?
I didn't think that she deserved you, so I lied.
Oh my God.
Clearly, she doesn't value the faithful, amazing man that you are. I thought, maybe I have a chance because...
So you thought you had a chance with him, so you're trying to home wreck us so that you can be with him?
She kind of paid someone to do it. Like, she home wrecked herself.
Allegedly, and you can correct me if I'm wrong here, is it true that you said that there was a rotation of guys?
A roster.
Roster.
Yeah, what does a roster mean to you?
Look at, every time they do this, look at his face.
Oh, yeah.
He is like, he's putting on a brave face, and
He's also, sorry to interrupt.
No, please.
It's incredibly hard for me to place it, but his energy in that group is an energy that I know really, really well. Like, he's not one of the guys in his core.
In his mind.
In his mind.
Correct.
Yeah. And so there's always this level of him trying to prove himself or like be the cool guy. Like, I know it so well, and I can't place who or how or why I know that so well, but
very insightful, Gabrielle, because
you.
you're 100% right, and that is one of the things that you see here. Because he's a funny comedian, right? And a lot of his act was always built around dealing with her, but it was like endearing and funny before you realize, like, oh man, like this, she really is like a straight up selfish succubus, and he thinks so little of himself that like he's like completely willing
super
to
insecure.
Last night, out of nowhere, he brought up prenups. He said it very concrete. Like, if I ever get married, I definitely want a prenup. You never know how things turn out. Like, he's already planning for a marriage to fail, before
Okay, wait. No, I don't think that's what he's setting up. I think what he's trying to do is make sure that we can have our minds ready for, he's probably thinking about, I don't want to spoil any surprises, but going that next level with you, but he also wants to make sure that you're on the same page for this big conversation. And a prenup does not mean that you are expecting the relationship to end.
That is exactly what it means.
No, it's saying that if in case things happen, because you don't know what may happen 10 years down the line, at least we have this and keeps everybody safe if it were to end.
No, but then, that makes me feel like he's going into this whole thing. If he's thinking about things ahead of what I'm thinking about them, he's going into it thinking of me like a risk and not a partner. He's already planning for me to be somebody that could potentially hurt him.
All right, somebody sent me this kind of disturbing video. I'll let it play for a little bit, and then let's talk about it, guys. You be the judge. So this lady Sam, who is assistant general manager of this particular gym, by the way, insinuates that this guy's a creep because he sits so close behind her. And in response to that, she gets even closer to him, sticks her ass in his face, and then steps all over him. In her own description, she says that she told him to sit somewhere else, and he said no. Maybe he just likes that bench. Maybe he's a creature of habit and just uses that bench all the time. Maybe that's just where he wants to train, and he's not being a creep, and you can share the gym because, well, you're a manager there and you know how gyms work. But how is the option that you went with to record yourself stepping all over him and being a rude piece of shit? You say other members come to check on me. Yeah, to be like, what the is wrong with you? She says, it's not all men, but it's always a man. Buddy was just trying to get a chest day in. and you decided to step all over him and be a huge douche for no reason at all.
What makes you hate yourself?
I'm not going to get a job because I take care of our children.
The kids are at school for 8 hours a day.
I'm just so sick and tired of being with a broke man, honestly. All of our friends have so much more money than us. Their houses are nicer. They have nicer things. Like, I've been telling you for years that, like, I want you to pamper me. I deserve to be treated like I'm a queen, and you're not doing that.
I work all day, every day. I provide you with this place, right?
But it's not enough.
Then get a job too.
I'm not going to get a job because I take care of our children.
The kids are at school for 8 hours a day. What are you taking care of?
As the man of the house is to be taking care of your family, to provide for your family. I should not have to do any of that. I take care of our kids. I am not. This is why I had to create a Tinder.
Yeah, no, that's not why you created a Tinder.
Yes, it is.
No.
Then tell me why I created a Tinder.
Because you're a
No, I'm not. I created a Tinder because my husband doesn't make enough money.
Stifler, ask everyone to rate their own looks on a scale of 1 to 10. Can't pick 7. Your answer?
8. Okay, yeah, I want to say 10, but like last time I said 10. I mean, not 10.
Forget about last time. Imagine this is the first time you've ever been on the show.
Okay, 10.
9. 8.
Okay, what about you?
A 10 as well.
All right, what about you?
Like a 6.8.
Can't use fractions or whatever.
Okay, 6. 6.
I was going to say 6.5, so I'll say 6.
If 1,000 men were to rate you, what would the average be?
I've been rated like a 7 before.
Okay. What
7
do you
or
think?
8. 8.
Sure. Okay. What about you?
7.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd say 6 or 7.
I rate myself a 10, but most guys would rate me like between a 7 or a 9.
Maybe like a 6 or 7.
6?
What about you?
6.
Oh, I give myself a 5. Give myself a 5.
Give yourself more credit.
Yeah, I
Only
think I'm like
deficient.
average looking guy.
But like, why would you want to walk around life with like that kind of like
Confidence.
insecurity?
You know, in some of these situations, some of these men have so much money that potentially anybody and everybody can become a risk. Now, you might be the sweetest girl in the world. And let's say, well, you know, all of his assets before, he gets to keep those. But I think it's only fair that when we get married, we get to split assets. Okay. Let's start there. Right. A lot of times what happens if you were to get like something might happen. The problem is modern women they're too, you can be influenced too easily. And so you can, the man's not doing anything wrong. You can come home and you're like, oh man, you're cheating on me, or, oh, I just don't want to be in this relationship anymore. Sweetest girl. But you get in good with a woman that, you know, you shouldn't be, or one of these single women, or one of these married women that are jaded. They shouldn't be, and they start talking stupid. And now you're coming home giving your husband problems. Y'all get divorced. You not only take everything that y'all had during the marriage, you take his assets before the marriage, right? And some of the stuff, because y'all get catty and you get petty, you take stuff that actually meant something to him that was sentimental. He might let the money go, but then the stuff that, you know, maybe my grandpa's truck that he passed away, or my grandma's photo album, you start taking stuff like that for no reason, just to break him. The tools and, you know, maybe a tractor or something like that was given to me, or a specific ring or a specific article of clothing. If I can't take that from him, then, you know, I just burn it, or it magically get lost or torn up or whatever and whatnot, and he can't have it anymore, right? And even, you know, sometimes, well, I just tear this up and he won't want it. He'll take it, put it back together, and it won't be what it was, but it'll be something. You go and completely destroy it, so he'll never be able to use it again, because that's what your emotions do to you. That's what happens with a lot of these modern women, right? So when he's asking you to get a prenup, it might be because he has a lot of assets that he needs to protect, or other things that he needs to protect, right? If you were in that position, you would do the same thing, and you would expect him to understand. But modern women fly off the handle because they're thinking, oh man, he's going to leave me with nothing, which I get it. I understand it. but he's going to leave me with nothing. I mean, well, is that something that you would do? Because yes, you would if you were in that position, you would leave him with nothing. When y'all get divorced, or if y'all get divorced, you would be trying to leave him with nothing. And so you get mad. Modern women, they might not ask you to sign a prenup, but usually at that point in time, they don't really have to, because they're going down sunken cost is what they're doing. So even before they ever sign the prenup, you're sinking costs into them throughout your dating or your courting phase. I'm going here, I'm buying you this. If they're across country, you're going and you're paying to basically go over there and see them, and you're probably going to be paying for your hotel. If they allow you to stay with them, then that's another expense that you don't have. So that's great. But if they come to see you, they might pay for their flight, but you're going to be paying for the hotel and everything that goes along with it. She want to go shopping, birthdays, Christmas, that sort of thing. Usually a relationship is about 2 to 3 years long before you think about getting engaged. I want to say maybe a little bit longer than that. So you have to understand, before y'all get engaged, he's doing all of that for 2 years. And then even after that, maybe for another 3 or 4 years before y'all get married, he's doing all of that, continue to do all of that. So he's sinking money into you. And then we haven't even gotten to the engagement. We haven't even gotten to the ring. We haven't even started talking about that. So, you know, he's already spending money. Sunken cost is already there. You're getting the benefit of a test. I mean, both of you are, really, to be honest with you, but you're getting a test run and a trial run as to how he's going to provide. What he's saying is, okay, I want some reassurance that all of these assets that I provided to you, you're not going to come in here and try to wipe me clean. And all of a sudden it's a problem when he says that.
Okay, so this was meant to be a joke, right? Please tell me this was meant to be a joke. I surely hope so. Although I am failing to see anything funny about it. And aren't jokes meant to be, you know, funny? And maybe it's just the subject matter at hand here that I don't find particularly amusing. But what is so hilarious about treating 2 children drastically differently, one with seemingly preferential treatment and the other being used as free house cleaning labor? Why is that funny, since the one being used for labor is a boy? Because a lot of women would not find this funny if it was the other way around. But apparently, as long as it's talking about mistreating a male, then it's considered to be amusing. Someone's going to have to explain to me what's so funny about that. Really? Well, that is quite a statement. However, as you may have guessed, I do have a couple of observations to make about not only that statement, but also those that are foolishly misguided enough to believe it. Because are we really supposed to believe that in order for a person to be considered to be intelligent, they actually need to suspend their belief that a group of people, based on a characteristic that they have no control over, cannot in fact be despised for that very same characteristic? We're actually supposed to be considered smart if we believe that there's a group of people immune to being despised. Okay. Now, in regards to that statement, for many of you, you are already familiar with what that particular tactic is. That is meant to make a person question their intelligence and indeed their perception of reality. This is a manipulation tactic. And as many of you are already very well aware, that is known as gaslighting.
You are not lying to men enough.
Oh, really?
Controversial? I don't think so, okay? You need to lie to men. The truth needs to be earned.
Yeah, I wouldn't call that a controversial opinion. I would actually call that a wrong opinion, but I'm sure there's more to this.
And this is a question that I get a lot. A lot of you guys are like, well, what happens when we seriously start dating? Have they earned the truth? Because until that point, you are broke, your job is you have nothing, you, I don't know, live with your parents, I don't make up any lie, okay?
Because that's the best way to start an actual relationship, is with lies. Why would they ever trust you again?
Okay, because until that point, I promise you, they're lying to you 10 times more.
Even if that was the case, How exactly do two wrongs make a right? Oh, that's right. They never do. But it's just my opinion that if either individual starts off the relationship with lies, they're actually not ready to be in any sort of relationship. Because relationships need trust. And if you start out with lies, there can never be trust.
Men, do you not realize that we create you? That we give you life?
Do we now? And here I thought biology taught that it took two people to create life.
Let's just talk about science right now.
Yes, let's do that.
What man births a woman? We create y'all. Literally, if women just conspired against y'all as a collective whole, we could annihilate the male race, make y'all non-existent. We don't even have to birth y'all anymore. Does that make sense?
No. That made no logical nor rational sense whatsoever, and something that is incredibly disheartening is the number of individuals that actually believe takes like this, and actually support the narrative that women create life, when that couldn't be further from the truth. Because any person with a basic understanding of science and biology understands that parthenogenesis in humans is not possible. It takes a male and a female to create life, and any person that says that females, women, create life is just demonstrating that they never passed biology.
If a man ever brags that they do not chase women, she's falling down. If they brag that they do not chase women, if they brag that they're not going to go out of their way for a woman, you like men.
Some women will just tell themselves anything, won't they?
You want to be a princess. You want a man to chase you. They haven't admitted to themselves that they are like actually.
Holy homophobia, Batman. Did anyone else notice that they phrase that in such a way as to insinuate that there's something wrong with being gay? But not only that, they're so upset that men aren't interested in chasing some women that they're actually resorting to this.
Guys know, like, it's not about chasing women in particular. Like, it's more about pursuing a woman, okay? If they're like bragging that they do not pursue women, like, you're kind of girly, kind of weird.
I would like to point out that it only seems to be the women that are upset that they're not being chased by certain men that would actually say such things. And by the way, calling men gay or girly or weird, believe it or not, is not going to get them to chase you. Most of those gentlemen probably actually have a very good grasp of who they are as a person and probably have very good self-esteem. Unlike some others that I could mention.
My sister asked me the other day why men suffer in silence.
For those of you that are not aware, June is Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. So I think that's a very good question.
Honestly, I don't think they suffer in silence enough.
Why? Why should men have to suffer at all? And on top of it, why should they have to endure that suffering in silence? Is it because those individuals that agree with statements like this? Is it because that hearing about what men actually have to go through on a daily basis makes you so uncomfortable that you just wish that they'd stay quiet about it? Is that it?
I think they should suffer in silence more. Quite frankly, I'm tired of hearing about their suffering. And she was like, you know what? Actually, you're right. They should suffer in silence more.
You know what I'm tired of? I'm tired of some women actually trying to push those antiquated, toxic societal standards that actually encourage men to keep all of their pain inside and not seek the help that many of them actually need. Again, happy Men's Mental Health Awareness Month.
Amen. Why do you guys not stop really bad men from ruining you guys' reputation as a whole?
What a very good, and I might say, interesting question that is. However, if we were to phrase that in, say, a different light, that might actually illuminate what the problem with that question and way of thinking actually is. So, why don't more women stand up against those other women out there that are making the rest of the female population look bad? Now, upon hearing that, I'm sure there's some that are saying, that's a very misogynistic view. You can't judge the entire population of women based on the actions of some that are doing bad things. But yet, that seems to be increasingly popularized to do that to men. So I ask, don't women want to be treated the same way as men are, in the spirit of equality? Or do some actually recognize the illogical way of thinking that actually is promoted by some of those on social media? I think that's a good question. Andrew, it just hurts feelings, right? That's it. At least that's what we've been told. However, I would like those individuals that believe that particular narrative to actually take into consideration if even that were true. Do you know what hurt feelings due to mental health over a period of time? Over 600,000 men per year remove themselves from this plane of existence by their own hands due to poor mental health. And some of you actually celebrate this unfortunate tragedy. Yet, misandry just hurts feelings. But that's not all it does. But a lot of you aren't ready to have that conversation. But even if that was the case, how exactly is contributing to the poor mental health of over 600,000 men per year something to be celebrated, as many of you do? I really can't wait to hear the answer to that question. Well, okie dokie then. How exactly is that supposed to make any sense? Someone is going to have to explain that to me in minute detail. Why it's different when a man cheats than when a woman cheats. Because the last time that I checked, cheating is considered wrong. It's a betrayal of trust in a relationship. And I didn't know there were any qualifications on the wrongness of it based on what a person's gender happens to be. Because it's always been my opinion, instead of cheating, how about just have a conversation with the person that you're with and tell them that you no longer want to be in a relationship with them instead of betraying their trust? Wait, that would make sense. And that's why a lot of individuals decide to cheat, because they are morally bankrupt and don't have the internal fortitude, as it were, to actually talk to their partner. They just hope they don't get caught. But please, explain how this makes any sense at all.
And modern women, once again, they cannot keep their mouth shut. They cannot keep their mouth shut. You know, modern women, I think there was one clip in there where she was talking about, you know, when I'm going to basically showing happiness about going and picking up her daughter from a party or something like that. I'm assuming when her daughter is of age to, I hope, when her daughter is of age to go to parties, right? I'm going and picking her up from a party while my son is at home cleaning and, you know, doing hard manual cleaning labor and that type of stuff. You know, most men, they are put in a position in life to where they have to make lemons out of lemonade or lemonade out of lemons or whatever, right? You do understand. Well, you know, I guess I could say that for most people, right? But what's going to happen to modern women is this type of attitude is going to leave them broke and destitute. You remember those rich kids that everybody hates? Nobody likes them because they have this certain, you know, sort of, I'm better than you guys. I have this sort of air like I'm walking around and you guys can't touch me. That's what you modern women are doing. And nobody likes a spoiled brat. Nobody likes a spoiled brat. You see, what y'all are thinking you're going to get, what you're thinking your daughter's going to get is some, you know, rich guy. Oh, she's spoiled, but she's mine and she can wear whatever she wants to do. Y'all been watching too many movies. That's what you're thinking. And my son, he can get whatever he needs to get. You're going to treat that man like crap. He's going to fool around and distance himself from both of y'all. And when you actually need help, you're not going to have anybody to call on. Number one. Number two, that man is going to go and live his life. Well, I want to see my grandchildren. You won't be seeing them. Number two. Number three, that man fool around, run his own business and start making good money. Maybe he's not super wealthy or super rich, but I make enough to take care of my family. While your daughter is bumming off of you, buying cigarettes and alcohol, stealing out of your purse, laying on the couch, having Brad, Chad, and Tyrone and Jamal running through the house, running through her. And since you're so desperate, the cats ain't doing it. Hey Jamal, where you going? Come over here. Hey Chad, where you going? Can you hit me up before you go? My daughter don't have to know. I don't think your daughter would care. Y'all are both in the same boat. I mean, oh God.